Listen, I am not going to say that it was because of starting pitching. But a lot of Yankee fans out in Yankee land, and we lose Yankees fans, my fellow Yankee fans, ALCS, to the Astros, and the Astros advance. My thoughts here. No, it wasn't about starting pitching, because we did get Hap, we did get Paxton. So it wasn't that. Herman got himself suspended. Paxton and Hap, by the way, 2 starters. We traded for Edwin Encarnacion. We did. And we had a history, for example, of going after bigger pitchers, big name pitchers. For example, flavor of the month, everyone's talking about Garrett Cole. We actually did try to trade for Garrett Cole 2 years ago, and the Pirates actually took a lesser offer. What pitchers were available at the trade deadline that you would have picked up? That did anything after the trade, for that matter? Stroman? No. Bauer? No. Bumgarner wasn't available, and Greinke wouldn't come to New York. So how would trading for a pitcher at the deadline have done anything? How? Exactly. What it comes down to, if you look at the season on a whole, it's more the non-clutch hitting. Now listen, were the Yankees going to keep a guy like Tauchman and Ford on the roster over a guy like Stanton, for example? You know how it works with baseball politics. A guy like Stanton making all the money, you're not going to keep him off the playoff roster. Let's just face it, guys. Fact of the matter is, you're not. You're going to keep him on the roster no matter what he's producing over a guy like Lou Ford or Tauchman. Okay, that's just the way it works. It's, non-clutch hitting. There are only a couple of grinders on this team. Yanks have 4 power hitters that hit the mistakes into the stands. When they are up against good pitching, like the better teams in the playoffs, they can't really produce. Judge, Stanton, and Encarnacion hit mistakes. Now, listen, and we need those type of players that hit home runs, but we also need more players like a DJ LeMahieu. Get more players like DJ LeMahieu, and we'd be all set. Now, is that possible? Impossible? I know that we are going to be stuck with players like Sanchez and Stanton for years. And again, by all means, I'm not saying, Roman should have been in there instead of Sanchez. That's just ridiculous. Okay, that's just ridiculous. So I'm not going in that route. I'm just going with the money that we're committed to these people. How much more can we add? A guy like Judge plays a great outfield, for as much as he's a home run hitter. He's good defensive outfielder. Whoever came up with this theory, by the way, that a strikeout is not worse than putting the ball in play, is only interested in having good regular seasons. That theory does not pan out in late playoffs. If the Yankees are in the wild card, let's just say, next year and go up against elite pitchers, we could be Tostorino toast. While I'm ranting, who ever heard of a playoff team who has to go to an opener? Baseball has changed. That's baseball, Susan. But not for the better. Yankees should hire a guy like Leo Mazzoni to run the whole minor league pitchers and teach them how to pitch and not throw the ball 100 miles an hour till their arms fall off in the fourth inning. We follow. Good pitching always stops a good hitting team, I guess. But a good hitting team, how many of a good hitting team do you have? A guy like DJ LeMahieu who puts the ball in play. So Yankee season comes to an end. And I'll tell you very much. It absolutely does suck. I hope all is well.